The following is a paid presentation for the Casting Couch, brought to you by APAC, the African American Performing Arts Community Theater.
Your announcer for the Casting Couch. You ever wonder where set designers get their inspiration? Well, today we will learn from Stagedawg's Dudley Pinder. We will also meet a fresh new face on the acting scene, Anthony Roberts. Don't move, we'll be right back.
The Casting Couch is sponsored by APAC, building better communities through theater. Trio on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. And UTV, the genuine urban voice. APAC completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit apac.com. Come see what you've been missing.
Lights, camera, action. Are you a high school graduate ready to go to the next level? Do you know that jobs in the film industry pay high salaries and are among the fastest growing professions in the nation? Earn while you learn through hands-on experience and paid internship opportunities. Urban Television's School of Communication and Broadcasting is offering a certificate program in film production. For enrollment information, contact Penny Emanuel 305-907-9421 or 786-718-7076.
Trio on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Trio on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at trioonthebay.com. Trio on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. Welcome to the Casting Couch. I'm your host, Keith Harrell, and we're here in beautiful SoFlo. We're having a good time here in SoFlo. As you can see, the weather is beautiful, 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 beautiful. And we're right here at Trio, where you dine, dance, and drink in North Bay Village. Today on the Casting Couch, I have a man who is a stage and set design genius. Right now, he's working for the Broward Center of Performing Arts. He's also with the production company Stagedawg. He has designed hundreds of sets for movies, concerts, TV shows, and stage plays all over this country. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Dudley Pinder. What's happening, Dudley?
Hey, what's going on, Keith?
I'm good, man, I'm good. I had to get you on because I've seen a lot of your sets. You've done a lot of sets for APAC, the African American Performing Arts Community Theater. And I think that a lot of people out there don't know really what set designers really do and the work that goes into a lot of stuff that they see. So I just wanted to bring you on so that you can explain to them the whole details behind the stage or behind the curtains.
Right. Well, it usually comes from mostly a design or whatever the director comes up with, whatever they formulate in their mind is what the set should look like. And then from that point, there's a process that goes on where I collaborate with them. That's exactly what they want to portray, on the stage. Maybe it may be an older person living in an old house, and we have to make the house look for a period or whatever time period that is, maybe the 1950s, 1960s. And at that point, I do my homework and I go in and I check out all the different designing as far as architecture, as far as other facets of those different designs that I would employ into that. So if it comes up to be maybe like a 1950s house, I would say the crown molding would be different, the chairs would be different, even down to their costumes and everything would be different, which is another entity, but all that plays into how my designs come about.
And it gives that visual
Exactly.
authenticity,
Exactly.
right?
You want it to be authentic. You want
right.
to look exactly, period.
Right.
You know, even if there's, you know, when it comes to movies, even the cars that are rolling around outside have to be period. You know, you don't want a Cadillac, a 1995 Cadillac riding by in the 1950s, you know? So
it's Back to the Future type.
Yeah, so that process goes on between myself, the director, and as a scenic person, I have to portray exactly what the director wants, because at that point it's exactly what his vision is,
right.
since he's directing it.
So
and
let me ask you, how did you get started in this? For young people who are looking to go into this type of work, how did you get started?
Oh, well, honestly, I got into this business as a dare. I was with some friends, and we were hanging out one day, and one of them was actually in a acting class at Miami-Dade, and they had an improv class. They said, "Oh, Dudley, I think you'd be cool. You need to come out and hang out with us and have some fun." Right. So I'm thinking I'm going to get on stage and do more comedic stuff and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I ended up having to take, you know, the class, you know, and once I took the class, I kind of got the acting bug.
Right.
Once I got the acting bug, I did a couple shows, productions, and I decided to get a degree in theater. So when I did that, I had to take, you know, lighting design, set design, you know, painting, stage management, wardrobe, makeup, everything dealing with the stage.
Right.
So for each production, you had to do all of those different tasks, you know, in order to get your degree. And for me, I had kind of like an engineering background when I was at Florida A&M.
Right.
So the lighting and the scenic stuff came to me kind of easily. You know, it was kind of like an evolution of what I've already learned there, structure-wise, lighting-wise, reading plans and stuff like that. So when that came to me, I did that, and then before I knew it, the local union that I'm in now, they were looking for people for their union, people that were qualified, people that had schooling and stuff like that. So that's how I ended up getting in. Worked a couple of the operas as an apprentice, did my apprenticeship with the union, and then I ran across Teddy Harrell, in which you know, I was doing lighting. You know, he hired me to do a production for him and say, "Dudley, can you build some walls for me here and there?" And I had the background, so I did it. And from his productions, then I blossomed, and then from there, people would call me and say, "Hey, would you build my set? Would you do my set?" And I had no idea that I would ever end up doing this, you know,
right.
as a career. I always thought I'd do lighting design or something like that, or just work with the union. And it's been, you know, it's been good. It's been profitable, and I met a lot of, you know, a lot of good people in it, you know. So that's how it started.
Now, the funny thing about you, Dudley, and a lot of people who don't know you, but I know you, this man is hilarious. I mean, as far as being a comedian and an actor, he is absolutely have you rolling. So, I mean, how you get from, you know, getting out of the love of acting and going into the set designing and just saying, "Hey, you know what? I think I'll be comfortable here." Do you ever sometimes say, "Hey, yeah, I think I need to get my chops back"?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. It's there every time, all the time. And I get it out because a lot of times I have to work with a lot of, I hate to say it, crazy people, you know. So for me, it helps me sometimes to break the ice with people, or to learn how to, you know, to interact with the actors. And most directors, because most of your directors are over the top.
Right.
You know, I hate to say that, sorry directors, but some of them are. And sometimes you have to bring them down, you know, and sometimes it helps me, being that I was an actor, you know, it helps me to understand, it helps me to be able to communicate with them a little bit better. Right. You know, for some of the projects that I do.
Yeah, you're well-rounded.
You know, so for me, yeah, the bug is there. You know, sometimes I'm working on plays and I'm like, "Oh man, I wish I could have did that," or I could, you know, but sometimes you have to separate yourself, you know, and then, you know, just do the job that you're there to do. So
now, where are some of the places around the nation have you worked?
Oh, I've been Fox Theater Atlanta, I've been to Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, I've been to New York, Chicago, I've been on the West Coast, Los Angeles, Texas. I've been some of everywhere, you know, with certain productions around the country, movies or what have you, you know, and sometimes I would do small tours with some companies and we would go around, you know, some of the southern states. But I've been pretty much all over. I've also been to Europe. I did some work over there with some companies over there, you know. So yeah, it's allowed me a chance to go around the world. I really like that part of it and meet a lot of people, a lot of talent, a lot of actors, a lot of entertainers from all genres. So
well, see, young people out there, it's not just acting, it's not just dancing. You can be behind the stage, behind the curtain, and actually be very, very important. I mean, what you do is integral. And without you, some of these things can't get done. A lot of these shows can't be shot, you know. So I know y'all union is really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, the union we've came in is Local 500 that I work for. It comes out of IA, which a lot of people don't know that a lot of the stage stuff and the stage technology that we have comes from, if anybody's seen the movie Gangs of New York, you ever saw that movie? Yeah. When you see that in the harbor, a lot of those ships, that's where most of the shows started. You know, they started on the deck. So most of the way they talk upstage and downstage is really what went on the stage, on the deck of the boats. Wow. So it was at an angle, and a lot of these shows were there with the backdrops coming in and out and everything. All that technology comes from boat technology. Really? Some of the sayings that we say, fly in, fly out, all that comes from boat technology. So that's why Local 1 is a mother local, because it came from the ships, the shipyards where they used to do the plays out there, into the theater to be in the first theater and the first union, and then it branched out all over the country from there. So that's kind of like where the original union started and original stage handwork started, was from that technology and from those eras.
That is incredible, man.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, man, I think about it all the time, because we all grew up together. We went to the same school, Miami Central. Blast off. Anybody from Central, there you go. So we grew up not knowing where we would be. And now as adults, when I look at it, you know, all my friends and all the rest of that stuff, like, wow, man, we done all right for ourselves. We still moving up, but we done all right for ourselves, you know. Any new projects coming up?
Yeah, right now I'm in the process of, I'm doing a show right now that's going around to different theaters and talking about different theaters all over the country. I'm trying to institute a program, a Young Junior Journeyman's program, to teach young kids about the stage and the theater, which has an interesting twist to it. I don't want to divulge it, but it's coming up. It's something we want to do, to teach yet again, the young kids, to get them involved, to let them know that, most of the kids you see, they want to be in front of the camera all the time, but they don't know it's just as lucrative and just as fun to be backstage, because the pressure isn't on you. Once the show's done, you get it up.
There you go.
All eyes on them, not on you, And so, but it's a lot of opportunities out there for young kids to get into this and do this. And like I say, it's all kinds of different integral places you can work within the entertainment business.
Right.
Like I said, you have wardrobe, you have camera people, you have wigs and makeup. Not just set and lighting. You have all kinds, sound, everything. It's all different ways you can get in this industry and find your niche and live a good life. So, for me,
sounds good.
That's where I'm at right now, is trying to teach the youth, let them know that there's possibilities out there,
Awesome.
for what we do.
For people who needed to get in contact with you, do you have a website or anything like that?
Yeah, Facebook, my name, Dudley Pinder, or Stagedawg at gmail.com. STAGEDAWG at Gmail.
Awesome. So I tell you what, can you hang out with us for a little bit?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, well, I tell you what, we're going to go take a break, pay some bills, and when we come back, I got a person that's going to blow you away that's coming to the couch. See you in 2. APAC completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit apac.com. Come see what you've been missing.
Lights, camera, action. Are you a high school graduate ready to go to the next level? Do you know that jobs in the film industry pay high salaries and are among the fastest growing professions in the nation? Earn while you learn through hands-on experience and paid internship opportunities. Urban Television School of Communication and Broadcasting is offering a certificate program in film production. For enrollment information, contact Penny Emanuel 305-907-9421 or 786-718-7076.
Tree on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Tree on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at treeonthebay.com. Tree on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. That's right. We're here at the casting couch, and welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Today, on the casting couch, we have a native of the Bahamas. He became interested in acting when his grandmother would take him to the movies to see a fellow countryman, Sidney Poitier. Since that time, he has appeared in multiple stage plays in the U.S. Please welcome to the couch, Mr. Anthony Roberts. How you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right, it's good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
So, from the Bahamas, huh?
Yeah, Nassau.
Okay, all right.
Hometown, so.
Nassau is good, man.
Yeah, it's very, very lovely over there. It's
Yeah,
super
yeah.
hot right now, but you know, I'm getting used to it.
We kind of trying to catch up here,
Yeah, I see.
you know. But I'm talking to you like you've been gone. I mean, for like 3 days. You've been here for years.
Yeah, I've been here for years. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've been here for years. I moved here back in 1991, 1990, somewhere around that period. It was a big culture shock moving over here from the Bahamas. You know.
Really?
Yeah, but I saw a lot of, but I kind of got Americanized as far as pop culture. My grandmother over there in Nassau, she had a satellite dish, so I would watch a lot of VH1 and MTV
Really?
back in the 80s. So I kind of got Americanized. I kind of got into American pop culture
Hold
from
it.
watching TV.
You mean you was watching it
Yeah.
in the 80s, or when you was there, it was just showing stuff from the 80s? So when you got here, you had like a Michael Jackson jacket, and it was like, nah, we ain't doing that no more.
I was watching it as it was going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, I watched Yo MTV Raps and BET Rap City and stuff like that. Pop music. You name it. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
So when you got here, now, well, before we get started with that, watching Sidney Poitier,
yeah,
on film.
yeah.
I mean, that had to be. I mean, he's just a beast anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But watching it there
Yeah.
with people who are from the Bahamas and just loving him, man, I'm quite sure that had to be amazing, huh?
Yeah, man, it was an amazing experience. My grandmother, man, she loved Sidney Poitier. There's only two Sidneys in her life. Sidney, my grandfather, and Sidney Poitier, her favorite actor.
Wow.
So yeah, she introduced me to film and classic cinema. Sidney Poitier, To Serve with Love, I Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. So many Sidney Poitier movies, man, I can name, man.
So what's your favorite one?
I love To Serve with Love. I really love To Serve with Love. I love Guess Who's Coming to Dinner too, as well.
To Serve with Love?
Yeah, To Serve with Love. It was pretty.
Okay. I mean, I like that movie too. I like that movie too.
Good. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's deep. So now you got here and you went to school here in the States, right?
Yeah, I went to school here in the States.
Where did you go?
I went to a school in Michigan, Saginaw Valley State University. Got my degree there in communications, minor in theater. Yeah, so now I'm back down here in Miami right now, pursuing my craft full time now. So
There you go.
Yeah.
And I've seen you in a few plays. You've been in some plays with APAC,
APAC,
African American
yeah.
Performing Arts Community Theater. And I think you've done how many so far? Is it 2 or 3?
I've done two with APAC, and I had a stage reading with APAC as well for a film called All American.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's an amazing opportunity. APAC provided me with an amazing opportunity,
Man.
and it still continues till this day. I love working with APAC, so it's definitely an honor to always,
I tell you,
step up on that stage.
a lot of your performances, man, that we get responses back from the audience,
Yeah.
and a lot of the women love you.
My last name is Roberts. I'm a Roberts guy. All the uncles, my father, they're all kind of,
They were going crazy in that stage play Camp Logan. They're like, who is
man.
that? Who is that?
I did notice the women did shake my hand a little bit harder as they were walking by.
There you go.
At the end of the show.
Yeah, leaving numbers in your
leaving
palms,
numbers,
right?
whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
What they were saying? Nothing. Like that, right?
They were saying 305-979-4531. Ashley, or But,
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable.
But yeah, yeah. So went there, moved down here to pursue it full time. It's been an amazing opportunity, man. I think there's so much talent down here in South Florida. There's a lot of talent.
Yes, it is.
So it's definitely competitive, but I think competitiveness it breeds like people rise to the cream of the crop when you're very competitive.
Right,
so I feel
right.
it's definitely helped me so far. So I'm definitely glad of that.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now, I know that you got a couple of projects that you're doing right now. We're going to talk about that. But before we talk about that, let's go and take a look at one of his films. So we'll see you back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I was 7 when I told my father about that green bike. I saw it there in Woolworths with my mama one day inside the store window. I told my father about that bike every day. Green handlebars, green seat, green tires, white frame, chrome chain guard. My father surprised me one day. He tells me, "There's something down at Woolworth that belonged to you." So we hop on that train, go down to Woolworth. These 2 white boys follow us on the train. Man, they beat my father badly, man. I was waiting for him to get up, do something, so he was a man. But he did nothing. Nothing. He just stood there. That's not my father. The man I knew was my father, my pops. He just stood there. He didn't do nothing.
He was always talking about that green bike, man, when we were tossing that football.
I asked him why he didn't do something instead of just being a coward. Man, he beat me so bad. My mama tried to stop him, but she couldn't do nothing. I made a promise to myself that I would never cower. Never bow down in front of adversity. I guess that's why I joined.
I followed you right into this hellhole. I guess running with Leon's gang wasn't getting me nowhere.
APAC completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit apac.com. Come see what you've been missing.
Lights, camera, action. Are you a high school graduate ready to go to the next level? Do you know that jobs in the film industry pay high salaries and are among the fastest growing professions in the nation? Earn while you learn through hands-on experience and paid internship opportunities. Urban Television School of Communication and Broadcasting is offering a certificate program in film production. For enrollment information, contact Penny Emanuel 305-907-9421 or 786-718-7076.
Tree on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Tree on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at treeonthebay.com. Tree on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. Man, Anthony, that was awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I see you really honing your craft, bro.
Yeah.
That was a deep little clip that you had there. Now, you wrote that, you produced it, everything, right?
Yeah, I wrote it, directed it, produced it, did everything to it. It's always been my dream, to act, and I try to get as many opportunities as possible. I heard Spike Lee said one time, actors, it's tough, especially black actors. It's really tough out there in Hollywood, just in general. You should want to create your own opportunities.
There you go.
So I felt like one of the ways I can create my own opportunities is to write my own stuff, produce my own stuff, and that's what I did. I always had an idea for a short film on Vietnam, a story. And I did it with another actor named Philly Polonese, who I worked with on Camp Logan.
Right.
And so I did that, and so it was definitely a tough experience. You had to wear multiple hats: actor, director, producer.
Right. Real quickly before we have to go, where can people find you as far as websites and all that stuff? Real quick.
Yeah. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Anthony Roberts. So pretty much, Facebook.
Okay,
Facebook,
all right,
so, yeah.
Sounds good. Well, today on the couch I had Dudley Pinder, Stagedawg and stage set extraordinaire, and also Anthony Roberts. Man, thank you for coming on the couch and telling us a little bit about yourself and your craft. We really appreciate it, man. We really appreciate it. We're gonna take a short break and then we'll be back with some closing remarks. Once entertainment shows because parents thought that it was unfair because he was a professional. APAC completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit apac.com. Come see what you've been missing. Tree on the Bay, Miami's newest waterfront restaurant, voted as the best outdoor dining by My City Eats. Tree on the Bay serves delectable new American cuisine and is located at 1601 79th Street Causeway, North Bay Village. For reservations, call 305-866-1234 or visit us at the web at treeonthebay.com. Tree on the Bay, where you dine, drink, and dance. All right, well, that's our show. Want to thank everybody for viewing, and if you get a chance, please follow me on Twitter at Casting Couch TV, and also like me on Facebook at Casting Couch TV as well. We're having a good time, as you can see, in South Florida, having fun in the sun, and we are done until another week. Godspeed. APAC completes its 2012 season with Amir Baraka's The Dutchman, opening September 5th at the African Heritage Culture Arts Center in Miami, Florida. For showtimes and information, call 305-456-0287 or visit apac.com. Come see what you've been missing.
The proceeding was a paid presentation for the Casting Couch, brought to you by APAC, the African American Performing Arts Community Theater.